and welcome to another week of the Power of Positive Thinking. My name is Emily Whelan and I'm here to help you learn how to grow and develop a more positive mindset. And thank you so much if you've been tuning in, and also just want to thank the people who've been writing in as well, which has been really inspiring. And I have a lady that's wrote into me this week, and she's finding it very difficult to deal with her friend that is always late for her meeting. So she wrote into me, and I'm just going to read some of the email out to you now. So, dear Emily, caution, there's a bit of a rant coming, okay? My friend is always late and never on time for anything. I don't get to see her that often, so when I schedule time out of my busy life to see her, it really annoys me that she can't make the effort to be on time. I organise to go for coffees, lunches or a social drink, and I'm always left sitting waiting. Then she has a nerve to laugh it off as she arrives and say, "Oh, I'm such a bad timekeeper," as if it's something to be laughed about or laugh off. This is really starting to annoy me. I feel resentment and anger building up towards her. Have you any advice? Well, first of all, thank you so much for writing in, and yes, I do have advice for you. So here are a few tips that I think might help you out. So tip number one is, I just want you to take a little step back here, okay? This has obviously become very stressful for you. You know, you've taken time to write into me about this. You're obviously very upset and annoyed. But you also want to resolve the situation as well. So congratulate yourself for that. So by taking a step back, I want you to ask yourself, how can you respond rather than react? So at the moment you're just reacting, you're getting annoyed, you're getting frustrated. And when you react, you don't give yourself a choice and you fail to see the choices that might be available to you. So number two, I want you to ask yourself, how can I meet this need? You know, how can I meet it? So that puts you back in the driver's seat, and it also gives you some options. It opened up your mind to start figuring out how you can come to resolve this from a more positive standpoint. And I have a few examples of, and a few suggestions of what maybe those choices might look like for you. So the first idea I want to share with you is to just change your attitude, you know, just accept the fact that this is who she is. Don't go into the land of reaction and just choose to respond in a different way. You know, when we have circumstances in our lives that we have very little control over, we always have control over our attitude, and we can change that at a moment's notice. The second idea is just to be very honest with your friend. You know, she's going to understand, and just communicate those needs to her. You know, explain to her that you have a limited time, that you'd love to meet her, but it's very uncomfortable when you're sitting waiting. If you wouldn't mind just sending you a text just to let you know that you're going to be running late, so that at least that you can be prepared. You might, you know, bring a magazine or a book along or something like that there. And this is just a way of explaining your needs to her without attacking or blaming. So hopefully, you know, you could try out that little tip and it might work for you. And the last tip I want to share with you is to just take total control over the situation yourself, okay? Take charge of it and ask yourself, how can I make this work for me? How can I make this work for me? So this way you're training your mind to move away from the problem and start moving towards creating solutions. And this is a great way of training your brain for future as well, because when we ruminate over problems, we do tend to stay stuck, and it's not until we shift over to how can I make this work for me, your mind starts to think about solutions and automatically starts creating solutions that you might never have thought of before. So a great way of taking control of the situation is the next time you're scheduled to meet her, contact her and say, "Hey, I'd love to meet you for a coffee. I can meet you at whatever time, 1 p.m, but I only have 45 minutes. After that I will have to leave." So you're setting a clear boundary there. You're letting her know that your time is valuable to you. You're taking time out of your busy life to meet her. You have 45 minutes, but you also value her time, so you're letting her know that this is all that you have. And then, if she does turn up late, at that 45-minute mark, you just get up and leave and you say, sorry, I have to go. I said I only had 45 minutes, so, hopefully I'll see you again soon. Remain positive about it. So the next time, she may turn up a little bit earlier, but it's just going to teach her, how to respect your time more as well. And it's going to establish just a little bit of a boundary within that relationship as well. So I hope you found some of those ideas helpful, and just to give you a brief rundown of those 3 ideas I shared with you as well. The first one was you can change your attitude. The second one is communicate your needs. And the third idea is to take control of the situation and look for the opportunities for you to establish new boundaries within that relationship. Again, it is always lovely to get emails from people, so anybody out there listening, if you've any questions and you've any topics you'd like me to cover, I would really love to hear from you. After all, the video series is about you and how I can best serve you, and the more I hear from your wonderful selves, the more I can learn how I can serve you better. So that's it for this week. Thank you again for tuning in. If you like this video, please share it, and also go visit my website www.emilywhelancoaching.com, and don't forget to sign up to my newsletter also. Okay, that's it for now. See you next week. Bye bye.